Hey there, it's Jay Billig. Today I want to talk a little bit about contribution. So an automatic response to contribution, when I think about it, my mind goes to sort of from my training to like what that means from money or resources. The sort of prime example, you sort of think of the Salvation Army Santas that are out collecting money resources, and those are going to people in need at certain times of the year. Another thing that I see as part of that is the resources of time, like volunteering and being a contribution in those ways. One thing that stuck with me from my programming in this idea of contribution is the idea that you leave a place or a situation better than you found it. So like, I guess I learned later that it was called the Boy Scout rule or whatever, where you clean up your campsite before you depart. But at any rate, it applies to all sorts of ways that we show up in life and in community with each other. So whether that's community service in all sorts of ways, and some of those are very visible ways, and a lot of times, for people who are part of a community, those contributions are really going unnoticed and completely unacknowledged. And a lot of times it might be that those small contributions actually make a really big difference. And it might be that they're really truly small contributions, but they make a slight difference, and that slight difference, it's like the butterfly effect that has a big impact further down the line and affecting people's lives. One other aspect of contribution is the idea that everything is a contribution. So when I mean that is literally every act that you are doing, you are contributing. So for example, there's a give and receive aspect to all of life. So when you are giving in whatever that is, a great example that I like to think about is even breathing is a contribution. When you breathe in, you are contributing to, the life cycle of your body and to, the exchange of oxygen in your blood. And when you breathe out, you're contributing to the life cycle of the planet and to the exchange of the whole ecosystem. So it's definitely a give and take, giving and receiving, and the idea that everything is a contribution is very easy to see and observe and experience. So be a contribution.